अभी तो ऊपर आया, हम टाइमर चालू कर दिया। भाई गाड़ी के देने को जल्दी बढ़ो यार।
नहीं वो आ जाएगा 5:30 तक आ जाएगा।
आज जितने इंटरव्यू लिए ना मैंने,
हाँ
कमेंट के नाम पे चूतिया बना दिया मैंने।
अब मैं देखा एक लाइव चलाया था आपने।
वो इम्पोर्टेंट है, वो मेरे होम टाउन से है, मेरे कजिन का पहचान वाला है, बड़ा आदमी है। भाई तुम स्टार्ट करो, मैं बॉल लेकर आ जाता हूँ।
क्या लेके आओगे?
बहुत तो लेकर आता हूँ यार, उसको बोला गाड़ी नहीं लेके लेके।
हाँ जरा बोल दो ना भाई।
हाँ
नहीं वो नहीं है लगता है लड़का। Evening cricket fans, welcome to Sharjah International Cricket Stadium. It's the penultimate day of the D10 2026 here at Sharjah International Stadium. It's going to be Emirates Blues will be taking on Fujairah. Well, the temperatures appears to be between 24 to 26 degrees Celsius. There's a bit of gentle wind across the ground. It's a beautiful stadium, as we all know. We've been watching the matches here for the past 10 days or so, in for a cracker of a contest where Emirates Blues will be taking on Fujairah. Without wasting any of our time, let's head down to the center where Pranav Mehta is with the pitch report.
It's time to evaluate the conditions. Sharjah Cricket Stadium, and what one would expect is wonderful facilities, and that's because the head curator and the ground staff had put in the hard yards, and that's why conditions are fantastic. No two thoughts about it. But then when you get closer to the surface, what you would realize is that it's a very bold surface. Not a lot of grass, but then it's shining. And what that means is that it is really well compiled together. And what that means is that the ball will skid through the lines. It's evening game, and that's where earlier on, maybe a little bit of assistance to the bowlers. If you can just bowl a little slower through the air, the ball might just grip. But for that, you would need to have quality. You need to make sure that the ball lands on the seam. Whether it is turning the ball or it is pace on, doesn't matter. But as the evening progresses, dew will have a factor to play. It is a little overcast right now. Temperatures around 23, 24 degrees. And that's where it's going to be a little chilly. The wicket will get softer through the evening. And that's where you want to hit back of length. Use your wrist. And once you use your wrist, you're going to get a little bit of advantage. But apart from that, it's a batting paradise. You want to win the toss, bat first, put on 120, 125, maybe 130, and win the game in style.
Thank you very much, Pranav, providing us the insights. Let's have a look at the points table. This is where it's going to be really interesting. Dubai at the top with 20 points, Emirates Blues at 14, Sharjah also at 14, and currently Abu Dhabi at number 4. Well, they played out all their matches, but Ajman is yet to play another match against Sharjah. So that's where it is going to be really interesting. It is all about sealing that 4th spot. Fujairah with 4 points and Emirates Reds at 2. So Ajman will have to win and win with a decent margin to qualify in this. All they have to do is just win this match against Sharjah. Right then, yet again, let's head down to the center where we will have Pranav Mehta one more time with the captains and the match referee for the all-important toss.
It's toss time here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium, day 11 of the Emirates D10, and it is match number 40 where Fujairah are looking to take on Emirates Blues. With me are the two captains under the watchful eyes of Mr. Shiju Sam, the match referee for the evening. Nurullah Ayubi will flip the coin and Ahmed Tariq will call. Tails is the call. Ahmed, congratulations. What would you like to do and why?
We're going to bat first.
You've had a fantastic tournament. It's a final day of the league stage. What do we expect from the Blues?
Yeah, hopefully we're finishing the second, so we're trying to come up at the top and then hopefully have a good game. We're looking to bat first, post a big total around 120 and something, and then hopefully defend it.
Any changes in the side?
Yeah, Uzair Khan comes in and another one change, so yep, that's it.
What do we expect from Ahmed Tariq as a captain in this game?
Hopefully I'll try and score some runs. This tournament has been low par for me, so just sticking to my basics and hopefully score runs, inshallah.
Good luck, Ahmed.
Thank you.
Nurullah, they're looking to bat first. You're happy with the decision?
Yeah, I was also trying to bowl first because the wicket is little dry, so we'll try to restrict them under 110 and like this.
Any changes in your side?
Yeah, two changes, but I don't remember the names.
Now, Fujairah has not had a great tournament. What do we expect from Fujairah in this game?
Inshallah, we'll try to win this tournament. We have a young side, all our juniors from under 19, and inshallah, we'll try to win this game.
Good luck.
Thank you.
The news from the centre is that Ahmed Tariq, Emirates Blues, have won the toss and they want to put runs on board first.
That's the news from the centre. Emirates Blues opting to bat first. Tanis Suri, Sauro Jangra, Ahmed Tariq, Aftab Alam, Dania Liaquat, Usaid Amin. Both the batters have been in sublime form. Mohammad Uzair Khan, Awais Ali Shah, Tahir Zaman, Shehbaz Ali and Mohammad Hunain Munawwar will conclude the playing 11 for Team Emirates Blues. Will decide the points table and the position to finalize the fixtures for the grand semi-finals to be held tomorrow, and Ajman will come out with all guns blazing up against Sharjah as they need to win the contest to stay alive in this competition. Men in orange up against men in blue. Mohammad Mohsin appears to be taking the new ball. Joining me in the comm box after completing his toss responsibilities and pitch report is Pranav Mehta. Pranav, what do you make of this contest today?
I really feel that Emirates Blues is going to be coming very hard on Fujairah, and primarily because they are into the business end, and the way I spoke to Ahmed Tariq, I feel that Ahmed Tariq means business, especially after the predictions that Sharjah and probably Dubai are the favourites for the finale. They are a little more spirited than usual, and that might work in their favour. Credit with you.
Oh, absolutely, and I mean, spoke about Emirates Blues as well. They do pack a punch. It's just that they did not come to the party as expected. Ahmed Tariq just could not find the right chord. And Shehbaz Ali, we know how destructive he could be. Uzair Khan is another destructive batter. So they are definitely going to fight it out till the end. And today, it's the final game for Fujairah up against Emirates Blues, as Emirates Blues will have another game to be played, which will be the final game of the evening. Right then, Samir Chand will be starting the proceedings from the Bukhatir end. Straight away starts off with a wide.
That's been the problem with Samir Chand. His accuracy has been a little 19-20, and that is something that he can probably work on. When you have the new ball in your hand, a little extra responsibility.
Yeah, we've seen him being extremely wayward, Samir Chand. He's a very good bowler, but I'm not too sure. Is he carrying a niggle or something that is really bothering him. So usually Samir Chand, we've not seen him actually bowling those extras. Straight into the arc, and it's been smashed by Saurav for a boundary. They've made some changes and they fetched their first boundary.
What a shot. You can't be predictable in this format. Once again goes for the in-swinger. A batter of his class is never going to be missing out on Saurav Jangra. Good batter, isn't he?
We haven't seen much of him in the UAE domestic circuit, to be very honest with you. They've given him the chance towards the business end of the tournament, and he's unleashing straight away into the action.
Jangra means probably coming from the area of maybe Haryana, if I'm not making a mistake. They like to play good attacking cricket, very positive cricket. And that is something that is visible from Saurav Jangra.
Not sure which part of India he's from, but he's definitely doing Bhangra at the moment. 2 boundaries on the trot. Ideal start for Team Emirates Blues. A carved to perfection, elegance personified. That is Saurav Jangra for you.
Can't be bowling there. Certainly can't be bowling there. He's been pretty mediocre. Samir Chand just had to throw his hands at it. Very wide. He's bowling in 2 halves. One is too straight and other is too wide. Just needs to be in the middle, top of off stump. Can he do that? It works in the longest format. It certainly works in the shortest format as well.
No, absolutely. That's exactly where he's got to be. Oh, he's knocked him over. What a delivery. Just when we were talking about he's produced a peach, rattled the stumps. Samir Chand finally has the last laugh.
That's another way to do things. If you can't go top of off stump, go full right in the block hole. Saurav Jangra was looking so impressive. He's going to be walking back to the dugout. 12 of 4 deliveries for him. Striking at 300, but finally Samir Chand gets the back of him.
Right then they took a gamble, and that gamble, I would say, has been partially paid off, getting those runs in the power play. Tanish Shuri into the act straight away. Omar does well to cut it off for just a couple of runs. In fact, the run for 3. Fresh legs, youngsters.
Really big fan of Ahmed Tariq. Not amongst runs, but the kind of attitude that he carries with himself makes him a little more special. Had an opportunity to talk to him in a little detail at the toss, and you would realize with the kind of confidence, with the kind of self-belief that he carries right to the center. A firm believer of his talent. I asked him, what do we expect from Ahmed Tariq? And he was quick to accept that, yes, Ahmed Tariq not with runs, but that is something that is going to be changing soon. I accept my mistakes. He understands. When you understand the problem, half the problem is solved.
Oh, good delivery, good bumper to finish the over. We'll continue our conversation. 1 over gone, 16 for 1. Nabil Aziz has been assigned to bowl power play over number 2. He was quite expensive yesterday. He gave away 23 runs, if I'm not wrong. He doesn't fancy bowling in the power play. I'm not too sure. The tactics again from the skipper of Fujairah up against Tanish Suri. Good delivery. Right on the money. He was absolutely frustrated yesterday. He gave away extras and those runs of Ritya Arvin. And he definitely wants to come back strongly in this game. He's definitely a wicket taker. Change in the field. Long off drops inside. Long on has been placed for Nabil Aziz. A beautiful delivery. Another quicker one darting into Tanish Suri, following him on that occasion.
Really like the quality of Nabil Aziz, the way he fires it in, but can he vary the pace on occasional movements? Played wide of long on, will be a couple of runs. Running between the wickets is going to be spot on with two young legs. Young lads, young legs.
Absolutely. That's exactly what Emirates Blues needs. They need those runs when they're not getting those boundaries. Nabil Aziz, I think, so far has done well. Packed offside field. Trying to play towards the fine leg region. That will be a wide. Tried to follow Tanish Suri on that occasion. Like the intent. He knows it is power play. Charges down the wicket and gets the boundary. Piercing the gap. And straight to the covers for a boundary.
Good cricket, good all-round cricket. Using the pace of Nabil Aziz. Suri is a player to watch out for. Great potential, huge talent. Right towards the business, and all the players are able to find their mojo. And that's what makes this tournament really special. Everybody wants the trophy.
Yeah, we've seen Sharjah, Dubai fighting it out, Emirates Blues as well. Today is going to be a crucial and vital day for Emirates D10 2026. Who's going to make it to the final four? How the fixtures are going to be panned out, we'll get to know. Full toss straight to Nabil Aziz. A decent over, considering it as a power play. 8 runs given, 2 overs gone, 24 for 1. They've not opted for the floating power play, rightly so. 2 overs gone, 24 for 1. Emirates Blues. Down the fine leg region. Bit of soccer skills coming in play from Rayan Khan. It will be a couple of runs. They've got the start. They would look to go past 110, 120 as bare minimum.
Sahid. Does bowl gentle medium pace, but it's effective gentle medium pace. Not able to get underneath it. Tanish Suri. Taking his time as Ahmed Tariq. Being watchful, he's taken a couple of deliveries, and that's what I like. When you mean business, you take a little bit of time. I think it's his day.
Absolutely, when you're off colour, you might as well just spend some time out at the centre, feed the strike to the man in form. Tanish Suri is looked good throughout the tournament. Zahid Ali, usually a quick bowler, Pranav, but I think will be carrying some injury or something. Not at his full strength, is what I can tell you.
They need a boundary every over. That's how I see it. He's taking his time, Ahmed Tariq. Big shot on the offside. This ball is travelling very quickly from the bat of Ahmed Tariq. And this is exactly why I feel that Ahmed Tariq means business today.
Like the intent, love the approach. Straight away into the act. Trying to be aggressive. And I think aggression is the best form of defense. Slow one, read it well, and will find the fence. Towards the extra cover region. A boundary just when they wanted. That will bring us to the end of the over number 3. 34 for 1.
It's a good time to get the young leg spinner into the attack. Mohammad Umar, great talent. But in my opinion, still he doesn't do justice to his talent. Still he needs to grow. Inside out. Fielder in the deep, just one bounce to him.
He's quite courageous, Omar. Must be about 15, 16 years of age, I'm not too sure. But he's been quite impressive throughout. He's troubled some top quality batters here at D10. Certainly enjoys his outing. Watch out for his celebrations when he picks up a wicket.
It's time.
Oh, you just called it right, almost there. Nurullah Ayubi does everything right to hold on to it, but the ball travels over the fence for a maximum.
Certainly one of the tallest in the circuit, Nurullah Ayubi. If he was not able to get to it, certainly most people would have struggled. Put in the jump to perfection as well. A little bit of bat on that occasion. If the keeper would have held on to that, it would have been a mighty good catch.
Oh, absolutely. Not very easy to collect such catches. He goes aerial towards the backward point region, and the ball will find the fence.
This is the problem with being predictably slow. Able to dance down the wicket, adjust the shot to perfection. Tanish Suri wanted to go square, was able to go square. If Mohammad Umar was able to slide it in a little quicker, that would have been more interesting. Once again, slower through the air this time. The batter not able to get underneath it, and hence a single to wind that over up. 12 runs coming from that over. 4 overs done, 46 for the loss of 1. Razwan, the younger generation, and their style of playing cricket, really, really different from our days. Oh, big appeal, probably sliding down the leg. Would have been very interesting. Would love to see the replay.
Well, that was a good delivery. Right on the money. It's the replay for you. Yeah, probably drifting down the leg side. Good delivery straight to the fielder. Talking about our generation, are you talking about your generation? I'm still part of Gen Z. Come on, Pranav.
I wish you were. I wish.
I'm quite looking at the way they've scored today. India, it's the under 19 World Cup underway. We're just referring to the scores where India went on to score 411, Pranav, and in response,
Just 411.
just 411, and they're fighting it out. England, they're at 170 for the loss of 4 wickets. Yeah, the dynamics have changed. Now it's wicket number 5. There you go.
Not easy. But still the kind of intent to get 174 in 21 overs. Wow, the modern generation. Wow. No mercy whatsoever.
And I think it's to do with the fearless cricket and the consistency as well. I mean, he scored 175 runs by Vaibhav Suryavanshi today once again. And it's that consistency that is scoring at a good strike rate of about 240, 230, whether it is T10 or T20 or 50 over format. And Ahmed Tariq gets the first boundary, and he'll be quite happy with that. Straight down the ground.
The most important part, Razwan, is that cricket nowadays, with the shorter formats coming in, the stroke making, you take Ahmed Tariq with this kind of gameplay, which he's playing in the 10 over format, you take him into the 50 over format, he'll still play shots. You'll see those gaps a little more bigger. He'll be a lot more courageous as well. Once again, going for a couple of runs.
Well, it definitely is a great player if you're talking about the longer format of the game. We'll continue our conversation. 5 overs gone, 53 for 1.
Naseeb comes into the attack and immediately played to the sweeper for a single. Not just the under 19s, it's India A that is taking on Namibia. And 197. This is India A that I'm talking about. I'm talking about players like Priyan Sharjah, Urvil Patel, Namandir. You might have heard of Riyan Parag, Ayush Badoni, Ashutosh Sharma, Vipraj Nigam. And they went on to score 197 for the loss of 8. Wow.
Straight into the hands of the fielder. Mohsin makes no mistake. As Emirates lose wicket number 2, Ahmed Tariq will have to depart.
He's having a tough outing, struggling with form. It might have been the slower delivery, but just continued to go after the tongue. 9 of 9 as the second wicket falls for the Blues.
After Balam into the attack, he's been brilliant. Has been scoring runs quite comfortably. We've seen some aggression from him. Walks in at number 4, Naseem Khan, under 19, under 16, under 19 product of Team UAE. Straight away into the action.
Fujairah had a difficult tournament, but still a lot of positives to take away from this tournament.
Yeah, it's been extremely tough for them. But talking about the positives, quite like the way some intent shown by batters like Faisur Rahman. A good delivery, straight to the fielder, good looking Yorker. Nabil Aziz had his own outing. I mean, sometimes we've seen him being quite expensive, sometimes he was absolutely brilliant. Zahid Ali and Anas Malik contributed towards a win in one game where they chased a mammoth total down. So it's been a mixed bag for them. They've had their ebbs and flows. 30 of 20 for Tanish Suri. Trying improvisation straight into the hands of Uma. Tanish Suri misses out. Departs after scoring 30 of 20.
Great thinking, poor execution. That's the best way it can be described. Straight as one of the easiest catches has been collected by Umar. Tanish Suri, who was looking good in the middle, will walk back for 30 of 21 deliveries. 3 down for 55.
Liaquat walks out to the center. He's one batter that team Emirates Blues will be heavily relying upon, especially in the knockouts. He's a power hitter, destructive batter straight away into the action. And the ball will find the fence towards the backward point region this time.
Brilliant striking capabilities. Dania Liaquat, every time he comes to the middle, he leaves everybody in that state of awe. What a brilliant striker of the cricket ball. Hand-eye coordination at his best. 59 for the loss of 3 at the end of 6.
Floating power play taken by the batters of Emirates Blues. And I think with Dania Liaquat out at the center, why not? Just having a look at the field for Aftab Alam. He's got deep mid wicket and deep square leg outside the 30-yard circle, packed offside ring. The idea will be to bowl towards the 4th stump channel. Samir Chand has been deputed to bowl the power play. Short delivery will be cut off by the fielder. Couple of runs. Dania Liaquat would want to take the strike. We know how destructive he is against the seamers. Nothing to take away from Aftab Alam. But Team Emirates Blues would want to have Dania Liaquat on strike.
If somehow Aftab Ahmed can donk a couple of maximums, that's when it'll be interesting. Short ball and lets this one go. It's going to be one for the over. He's not very happy with the decision because he feels that wide should have been called.
Yeah, that was way above. That should have been a wide. Kashif. Umpire Kashif Billah. Change in the field. Mid wicket drops inside and they have a long on in place now. Good hit. One bounce into the fence. Plates towards the widest long off. Aftab gets a boundary.
Full and in his arc. Always wanted to strike it and always will go for the strike. Inside out, probably one of the safest areas to strike in. Six runs in the first three deliveries. He needs to go after. Samir Chand has been seen as one of the weakest links in the Fujairah lineup.
Good delivery. And it's been missed. And you can't afford to do that. Mohsin, one of the gun fielders of Fujairah, just popped out of him. Couple of runs taken. 8 runs scored already of the over. 2 more deliveries left. Mustafa doing the glove work for Team Fujairah.
Where the fuck is that thing? Samir Chand. He was in the position of top. Really slow.
Well, this has been the case with Samir Chand when he's trying to produce that slower delivery. More often than not, he's conceded a wide, trying to be away from the hitting arc. He's got that protection in the deep towards the deep square leg region, and the idea was right. I wouldn't say no to it, but with a wayward delivery, getting an extra.
Razwan, do you think that with time to come, change in fields, deep square leg comes in, covers, goes back to the boundary? Really feel it's a double bluff. Oh yes, it is. Very lucky the damage did not happen. That with time to come, one of the variations that's going to be really popular is the ball about to bounce twice. If you know what I mean. As slow that the ball is about to bounce twice but doesn't bounce twice.
Well, I get your point, but I think that's where it's the game awareness, it's the release point, it's the watching the ball till the end. That's where the batter will be able to understand that delivery better to score those runs. And as you rightly mentioned, it's not quite easy to execute such deliveries. And we've seen Ronak Panuli doing that the other day against Abu Dhabi, defending 7 runs of the last over. Off the pads, Tanya Liaquat shy at the stumps. A direct hit would have been another casualty. Leg by signal by Kashif Billah. That will bring us to the end of the over number 7. We'll have a look at the replay. Mohsin with a shy at the stumps. I think the batter would have just made it. 7 gone, 70 for 3.
End of the floating power play. 10 runs per over, 70 for the loss of 3. At the end of the 7-over mark, the Blues would want to get somewhere close to 110, 120. And for that to happen, Daniel Liaquat needs to have a lot of strike.
Mohsin starts off well. Just a single.
I'm not sure if you're aware, but UAE did play a game today against Italy.
Warm-up game. Yeah, it is a warm-up game up against Italy. And I think they lost badly today. Italy went on to score 193. And in response, UAE were bundled out for 81. Not good signs as they're entering the World Cup campaign. They lost the series here against Ireland and then that warm-up game against Nepal. But I'm optimistic they do pack a punch. I wish them good luck to come out stronger in their World Cup campaign.
Few positives for UAE. Simranjit Singh, 4 overs, 20 runs and a wicket. There's a player called Junaid Siddiqui. Have you heard of him? Big fan of Junaid Siddiqui. The kind of pacer that he is, I feel, and I've said this on air on multiple occasions, I feel that Junaid Siddiqui carries the workload of the entire UAE side with the kind of pace bowling that he offers. 3 for 32 in his 4 overs.
Yeah, he's been brilliant throughout. He's got the exposure, he's got the experience. He's played cricket globally, associated with multiple franchises. So he does pack a punch. That is a good hit from Aftab. That will clear the fence with ease. That will be a maximum half tracker, and that's been punished.
What a shot is that? Not very short, just back of length and through the kitchen sink at it. They need more of this. Mohsin is generally very expensive towards the end of the innings. He's also very wayward as well. So I think that maybe the Blues would want a little bit of help. Inside out, the ball is travelling very quickly. A bounce into the boundary. Mohsin is paying the price of being very inaccurate.
Full end deliveries. Can't bowl that to Aftab. Another one in the slot. Played it towards the covers one more time for a boundary, where there has been an expensive over. 13 runs already scored of it. It's good to see Aftab Alam contributing towards the runs as we are approaching the business end of the tournament. They're finding that mojo, as you rightly mentioned.
Runs not coming in the way they would have wanted to. They would want to get closer to 125 maybe. Not one of the strongest side in the tournament for Fujairah. And Blues have done extremely well throughout this tournament. And that's where they would want to finish well, on the back of Daniel Liaquat and Aftab Alam. Can they get a maximum here? Lovely drive through the covers. It will get to a boundary. Make it 88 for the loss of 3 at the end of 8. Nurullah Ayubi gets an opportunity with the ball. The captain for the evening bowls the penultimate over.
I think it's been the acting captain. It's Zaid Ali who's marshalling the troops. It's just a bit confused with the approach. We've seen Nabil Aziz bowling an over, just giving away 8 runs. He's not been given another over. It's the penultimate over. 23 of 10 for Aftab. Nurullah Ayubi. Oh, clean ball striking. That's on to the roof of Sharjah Stadium.
Wonder if you heard the thunderous thump of the ball right on top of the roof. It's overcast. It's not the sound of the lighting. It's the sound of the ball tonking the stadium of Sharjah. 94 for the loss of 3. Still 11 deliveries to spare. Can they get probably 30 out of these 11 deliveries?
It'll be a wide. Trying to come up with a quicker bumper, missing it completely. Stretch for Kashif Billah. Swing and a miss. Good changer from Nurullah Ayubi. Even Aftab Alam was completely perplexed with that delivery. Says he was supposed to hit that towards the onside. Protection in place. It'll just be a single.
.96 for the loss of 3. 9 deliveries remaining in this context in the first innings. Danya Liaquat has been quiet. He's just faced 4 deliveries. Still striking over 200, but he's been quiet. Quiet, not for too long. Wants to tonk it, doesn't really get the middle of the bat, and that's where just a single, but Danya Liaquat needs to make a big impact in the remaining 8 deliveries.
Well, to be fair, he's been spectator at the non-strikers as bulk of the strike was taken by Aftab, and I think he has done exceptionally well, scoring 30 of 13 deliveries. That will be a wide. Second time unlucky. Nurullah Ayubi trying to come up with a slower bumper, and in the process completely missing out.
8 deliveries remaining. They all need a maximum. That's what they're looking for. Big shot! Massive! Just not stoppable. Unbelievable striking. This is out of here.
That is some belligerent ball striking from Aftab. He shuffled to perfection. Look at that shot. Complete free flow of the blade. And the moment they connected, it was sailing all the way for a maximum.
Where did the ball go, Rizwan? Completely lost it. Has it gone on the road?
Oh, treasure hunt is on. I hope they'll be able to rescue it. Failing which, they need to get new sets of them.
Really feel that probably Atiq has gone to fetch them. Maybe even if Atiq finds it, he's not going to be coming back to the ground because just enjoying the weather, relaxing and having fun. 36 of 14 deliveries. Guess we'll have to request Atiq to stay there. Collect the balls. Shot straight down the ground. Not from the middle of the bat. That's where it's going to be a couple of runs. They're going to be pushing for it. They're very quick between the wickets. 9 overs done. As Atiq is enjoying the weather. 106 for the loss of 3.
Naseem into the attack. Still surprised. I can understand you can't afford to have a spinner in the final over. It will be a tough ask, but I think Nabil Aziz did well just restricting just for 8 runs. What are your thoughts on it?
I think it's a problem of plenty. That's the only way I can define it, because if I was leading Fujairah, Nabil Aziz would be bowling over number 2 and over number 4. Probably over number 1 and over number 3, because I want him to be bowling with the new ball. He does carve it in. Still early days. Still not happy with how he's executing. Slower delivery in the block hole, will be grilled for a single. I think if he can just release the ball and use a little bit of deviation from the wicket as well, because he's getting that deviation in the air, but trying to bowl those block holes, I think he's not doing justice with his talent.
Absolutely. And the process of darting those quicker ones is considered a lot of extras as well. Trying to stay away from the hitting arc of the batter. Naseem Khan, this will be a test for him. Slower bumper, protection in there. Oh, couple of runs taken. Quick running between the wickets. They've been magnificent. Aftab and Daniel Liaquat.
I don't know if this is working in favour of Blues or against it, because Aftab is a great batter. No two thoughts about it, but Daniel Liaquat is a little too special from what I've seen of him, and he's been away. Just 6 deliveries for him, striking close to 200. Nothing against Aftab, who's striking over 200.
I get your point. Exactly what I mean. Power and clean striker. Oh, look at that shot. Look at that shot from Aftab. That flick of the wrists. And away she goes for a maximum. This is carnage, to say the least, from Aftab.
Just did not know Aftab was able to listen to me. Certainly didn't like my comments. I'm really sorry, Aftab. I take my words back, but what an incredible strike. Massive strike coming from the bat of Aftab. With that 6, he's getting close to a strike rate of 300. Incredible striking. Can he get Blues closer to, I don't want to say it, but I have to, 130. Needs 14 more to get there, but 130.
Given the way he's currently scoring, quite possible, but I think Naseem is a clever operator. He'll probably produce something special. Maybe that back of hand, slower delivery, just like how Junaid Shamshu executes. Pranav says it's going to be a maximum. And this is ballooned up in the air. Fielder settling underneath it. And Nurullah Ayubi makes no mistake. Wicket number 4 falls down for Emirates Blues.
Big moment. Big moment in this game. Aftab was the difference between 125 and 120. skied it high up in the air, and Nurullah Ayubi did really well to get underneath it and hold on to it. Brilliant knock comes to an end. 46 of just 18 deliveries as he walks back as the fourth victim. Out of the arc of Mohammad Uzair. They need a couple of maximums here.
Oh, indeed, yes. Indeed, yes. They have to be. They just want to make sure they go past that 125 run mark. But I think they've done well, even though the extra 17 runs that they've managed to score. Uzair Khan will find the fence. Straight into the act, and look at Umar. He's climbed at the table at the dugout.
Where has he gone? Mohammad Umar. Short delivery. Top edge. Right over the fine leg. Look at that effort. Just look at that effort. Oh, it just cut short. 121 on the board. Needs a boundary. Needs a certain boundary.
That will be a wide. Slow one from Naseem Khan. Shuffles. Just does not get the connection right. Uzair Khan is also a destructive batter. Has been part of Abu Dhabi T10 League in the previous edition. Unfortunately, was not part of the ILT20 campaign. Another batting all-rounder or a bowling all-rounder, to be precise, to watch out for in UAE.
Wow.
Good hit, and it will be a boundary. Just what we expected. That 125 run mark has been achieved by the batters of Emirates Blues. Uzair Khan getting an opportunity to bat. He's played a couple of deliveries and has scored 8 runs. Dania Liaquat 11 of 6. They've managed to propel themselves to 126 for the loss of 4 wickets. Samir Chand expensive, 1 for 26. Nabil Aziz, none for 8. Zahid Ali was That's the highlights package for you. Saurav started off really well. 3 boundaries for him in the first over. And then Samir got the better of him after that third boundary. That Yorker cleaning him up. Then Umar was quite brilliant. Ahmed Tariq and Tanish Suri tried to stitch up a partnership. Ahmed departed. Not a very convincing shot, and then Tanish Suri found Umar. And then Dania Liaquat straight away into the action. And from there on, it was Aftab Alam's show. But he scored runs to all corners of the park quite comfortably, elegantly executing those shots. None of them, they're out of the park. That swing of the blade, the wrist, speed, said it all. That's where they managed to go beyond that 120 run mark. Clean ball striking from Aftab Alam. Great effort in the deep by Umar. Uzair Khan then came towards the end, picked up a couple of boundaries. And that's the equation. We'll dive into a short break. On the other side of the break, we'll have the run chase for you.
Good evening and welcome once again to the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Emirates Blues won the toss and elected to bat first. Saurav Jangra was on fire, 12 of 4 as he was dismissed by Samir Chand. Ahmed Tariq took his time, 9 of 9. Tanish Suri was in the mix of things, 30 of just 21 deliveries. But it was primarily Aftab Alam who made the massive impact with an innings of 46 of 18 deliveries. Towards the end, Daniel Liaquat was stranded from strike, 11 of 6 for him. And Mohammad Uzair Khan got a couple of boundaries in those 2 deliveries that he faced. And on the back of 10 extras, they got to 126 for the loss of 4. Talking about the bowling, 1 wicket for Samir Chand right at the top. But he was expensive, so was most of the other bowlers. The pick of the bowlers had to be Naseem Khan, who picked up 3 wickets for 26 runs in his 2 overs. Not a lot wrong. As they walked to the centre because they were in a little bit of a bother. But on the back of that innings from Aftab Alam, they managed to get to 125 plus. And I think that's going to be probably sufficient unless and until any of these batters of Fujairah decide otherwise. Tanish Suri with the gloves in hand behind the stumps. Guess it is Shehbaz who is going to be opening the bowling. These first 2 overs will play a big role in the chase of Fujairah. How effective and how good are these first 2 overs, that will decide the entire chase. Shafiq and Mustafa in the centre. They're going to be up against Shahbaz, and joining me in the comm box, it is the man who's been very, very popular of lately in the Dubai circuit, in the international circuit. He's become the voice of UAE, and he's with time only maturing as a person.
Thank you very much for the warm welcome, Pranav. 127 is the target for team Fujairah. Sharik Lakdawala, we know he packs a punch. He's done well in the age group cricket, but this will be a tough ask for him against some quality pace bowling of Emirates Blues. Shehbaz Ali, a brilliant all-rounder. Good delivery, drifting down the leg side. That will be a good shot at the stumps. Has been referred upstairs. Yeah, clearly going down the leg side. And that shy at the stumps from Shehbaz, I think he's just grounded his bat just in time.
Mere formalities conducted by the umpire just to make sure When you have the technology, might as well make the most of it. Really want to see a little bit of innovation in this format. Really feel there is something, probably might have been the glove. Sharik will have to walk back.
Yeah, that feather touch. He realizes it immediately. And Kashif makes absolutely no hesitation in raising that finger up. First wicket down. Sharik departs. Fujairah are 1 for 1.
One dot wicket. Shahbaz charging in from the combox end. Getting some sharp inward movement, and with that, two fielders converging. One will hold on to it. Usaid Amin will receive it with gratitude. Probably one of the easiest wickets to achieve this evening.
Both fielders were converging into it. It's the right call that was made by Usaid Amin. Ahmed Tariq and Usaid Amin. And in the end, Ahmed waiting, and then immediately you can see Usaid Amin making absolutely no mistake. Wicket number 2 falls down for Team Fujairah. They're on all sorts of trouble.
Brilliant catch behind the stumps, and then it was skied to mid on. Probably one of the easiest catches that Usaid Amin would have got throughout this entire Emirates D10. He's up on a hat trick. Believe he is going to be up against the left-handed batting Ryan. Should have a slip. And immediately gets a slip. Watch out for that outside edge. Big opportunity. Right from the meat of the bat. Plays it very, very watchfully.
Solid in defense is Ryan Khan. He knew there was one hat trick up for grabs. He didn't want to be the third casualty. Solid in defense. Emirates Blues are off to a flyer. It's that net run rate that will matter. That will give us an idea as to where Emirates Blues will be placed in the points table.
Where can they be placed?
Another quick bumper. They will scamper through for a single. We'll continue our conversation. 2 for 2 after 1.
Brilliant over from Shahbaz. 2 for 2 in his first over. In comes Tahir. He can be pretty much impressive with pace if he wants to. What are your thoughts on the points table? Do you think that probably Emirates Blues can go right to the top?
Well, they certainly cannot reach number one because they are currently placed at number two. Even with 2 wins from here on, they'll get to 18 points, whereas Dubai are currently placed at 20. Sharjah are currently placed at 14. They've got another game lined up. So it's going to be. It depends upon how Sharjah plays against Ajman, which will then decide. More or less, it looks like Dubai will be number one, Blues will be number two, Sharjah will be at number three, and the fourth position we'll get to know.
You have to predict the fourth one as well. Rizwan refuses to answer a difficult question. Tahir was rushing in. Good bit of pace that is being extracted from Tahir. Decent carry as well. Rizwan, do you think that maybe Ajman might qualify?
Just that leading edge, land safe in front of Tahir Zaman. Well, Ajman, they'll have to play out of their skin to qualify in this game against Sharjah. All they have to do is just win this game. Especially Junaid Shamshu will have to play a crucial role alongside Sagir Khan. They have to fire all cylinders to win the contest against Sharjah. They might make some changes with respect to their playing 11. Probably you might get to see Muzammil Qasim joining the team, which will be a great value addition for the team. This camper through for a couple of runs.
Why do you think Muzammil Qasim needs to come into the 11? How is it going to make a difference? High up in the air, catching opportunity taken. Emirates Blues, they are on a roll. Mustafa on this occasion not able to make an impact.
The team Fujairah are all over the place. As you rightly mentioned, just could not contribute much. And straight into the hands of Uzair Khan, who makes no mistake. Another one bites the dust. Mustafa will have to depart after scoring 3 of 5. As Fujairah lose wicket number 3, 5 for 3.
Tahir gets his first wicket. Fujairah lose their third. Rizwan, you were telling us about 1 versus 4.
Yeah, currently Dubai at number 1. So that, let's say, for example, if Ajman wins, they move on to 14 points. So they will definitely overtake Abu Dhabi. So they'll be placed at 14. And then it goes down to the net run rate of Sharjah up against Ajman. Good delivery from Tahir Zaman. So it all depends upon the next game. That will give us an insight as to who will be taking what position. We'll continue our conversation. 2 overs gone, 5 for 3. basically into action. Outside edge, fielder backpedaling. Will cut it off. Couple of runs. Well, I think talking about the fielding aspect of Team Emirates Blues, they've been brilliant throughout. It's good to see them converting those half opportunities into a wicket. Rehan Khan will certainly hold the key, but his losing partners at the other end.
What I don't like at the moment is the lack of intent from Ryan at the moment to a left arm spinner. I would want to see Ryan going after the left arm spinner. And that is what will showcase the kind of talent that the youngster has, the potential that the youngster has. Happy and content with dealing in singles. I'll give you a prime example. Imagine if Ahmed or Ryan, either of them get 30, 35, that'll not get them noticed. But with just around 45 deliveries remaining, big appeal, probably pitching outside the leg stump. If they can get 60, 65 odd, that could be very interesting.
Yeah, I think you just have to give you 100% whether you're losing the game or not. It's the intent that matters the most. And I think it's an opportunity for you to showcase your talent. This is balloon and straight into the hands of the fielder, trying to up the ante. Awais Ali Shah picks up another wicket. Fujairah are all over the place as they lose wicket number 4. Rehan Khan departs.
Probably one of the easiest opportunities at deep mid wicket. Not able to make a big impact as Ryan. 4 of 7 deliveries as the 4th wicket falls for Fujairah. This is going to be make or break. Required run rate in excess of 16 at the moment. Flicked on the leg side. Should be an easy single. Oh, they're going for the second. There's good running between the wickets.
Couple of runs added. That will bring us to the end of over number 3. 11 for 4. Hunain into the attack. Fox down the surface, Zahid Ali. Very relaxed unit is Emirates Blues. And a misfield from keeper Tanis Suri will fetch them an extra run.
Really want to see some attacking batting from Fujairah. Want to see some counter attack. Want to see some aggression. That's what this tournament has been about. The Emirates D10, the, the empowerment of the youngsters, the upliftment of the youngsters. Don't want to be playing second fiddle.
I think they're concerned about being bowled out. That could be the reason why they're becoming defensive. Hunain has done well. He was a player of the match in the previous game. 2 of 2 for Zahid Ali. He's one batter who packs a punch. Goes Ariel over the extra cover. Nasser. Just be a single though.
Let's assume, for example, if Fujairah gets all out, how much of a difference does it make? Dancing down the track, quick single, needed a direct hit. I think there is a direct hit. This is going to be mighty interesting. I think Ahmed is in trouble.
That was a very good throw from Ahmed Tariq. He's a gun fielder. He had one stump to aim at and he's done it well. Did the bails fall off is the question. It did, but did it fall off at the right time? We could see the bail moving, the position of the bail moving. It's definitely out of the groove. But did it fall? That's the question.
It just needs to be out of the groove. It doesn't need to fall. If it's out of the groove, that's more than enough. Unless and until it goes back and settles in the groove, that's what is going to be the matter of consideration. And just with that, you would see the bails out of the groove. And that is more than enough.
Waiting for that confirmation. It's been given out. Another one bites the dust for Team Fujairah. They're in all sorts of trouble as Ahmed departs. 15 for 5. Naseem Khan, the new batter, straight away picks up a single and will retain strike.
Starts off with the dot ball. Zahid is taking his time and almost feels as if they've given up at the moment. Happy and content to be dealing in singles and doubles.
Well appreciated by the fielders, the team of Emirates Blues. Can see the body language, the intent. They certainly want to make a mark. They've got another game lined up.
I'm going to tell you something really interesting. Now, I have a dear friend who is doing the review of the Emirates D10, and while I was down with Ahmed Tariq, he was telling me that he saw that review and he was animated. At that moment, I did not understand what he was saying. But after seeing the review, the question he asked me is, why can't we win? Why can't we be the favorites? And I loved listening to it. I wasn't able to understand it at that point of time, but now that I'm back in the com box, why can't they win?
It could be anybody's game. We spoke about this yesterday as well, as a shortest format. Anyone can surprise anybody on their given dates. The team which will hold the nerves will clear the line. We'll talk about it. 5 overs gone, 21 for 5.
The leg spinner. And then inside out, and he's just donking the ball around. He's given up already, Zahid. And that's not a great sign to see. People giving up in advance. You want people to be trying.
Well, I think you should give the credit to the bowlers as well. They're bowling good lines, immaculate with their line and lens. Look at that delivery, beautiful. Tanish Suri thinks he's got Naseem Khan and he's leaving already. Square leg umpire Kashif Villa he's raised his finger. Peach of a delivery. And there you go.
Certainly able to see the line behind his leg, trying to tonk it around. The young lad couldn't do much about it. Naseem Khan is going to be walking back. 3 wickets for him in the bowling department, but not very effective with the bat in hand. 6 wickets down for Fujairah. Can anyone tonk a 6 here? Big shot, over covers, protection in the deep, so just a single. They're having fun with Fujairah at the moment. Joining me in the comm box, it is Atiq. Atiq, how was your drive all the way to Sharjah Cricket Stadium? Probably 4 hours late.
Well, good evening to all our viewers. Good evening, Pranav. Once again, always a pleasure being with you guys here. And yes, absolutely, it certainly was a nightmare indeed. The traffic seriously horrible. Well, that's been tonked down towards long on, and the field did us extremely well. Well, what is happening out there? Just had a glance at the scoreboard. 25 for 6 of Fujairah. Emirates Blues once again stamping their authority, isn't it? Showing us exactly why they've been categorized as one of the best teams in the tournament. Well, down the leg side, a brilliant piece of effort there. certainly saved a couple of runs.
Now, what has happened, Atik, is that Emirates Blues has not liked the prediction that you made. And because of you, they've decided to go all guns blazing. Fired in, mistumping. Believe it's going to be referred upstairs. Made a complete mess of it, but I think he's recovered in time to dislodge the bails. What do you make of it, Atik?
Well, if my eyesight serves me right, I'll tell you that's a goner. Well, he did fumble, but look at that. Yes, he was a bit too late to come down. And that's definitely going to be the 7th one down, but let's just wait for the third umpire's final call.
I'm not sure if you see, maybe 3 or 4 days ago, there's a keeper who took the ball with one hand and dislodged the bails with the other. And that's where you don't want to be in a hurry to make a decision. You need to see if the ball is in the hands while the bails are being dislodged. I'm not really sure who was that player. The decision has been given. Mohammad Mohsin is going to be walking back to the dugout without troubling the scorers much. In comes Samir Chand. Is known for tonking a big one. Can he go after? Big shot. It's gone high up in the air. Fielder underneath it, not able to hold on to it. Mohammad Hunain. He's got a couple of wickets to his name. And that's where he's going to be ending it. It was the googly. And that was skied high up in the air. Did everything right to get underneath the ball, but just not able to hold on to it. 28 for the loss of 7 at the end of the 6th over. What a spell for Mohammad Hunain. 2 overs, 2 for 12. As Fujairah comes into the attack, will slide the first one down leg.
Well, I'll tell you what, Pranav, this man, Fujairah Khan, he is deceptively quick. I've had the honor of facing him. Doesn't look like somebody who generates a lot of pace. Yes, he's a medium pacer, but that is what actually makes him really dangerous. That slower ball that he bowls across the pitch, and also he digs it short, and he has a very good slow ball bounce. So that's how he picks most of his wickets, Fujairah Khan.
My question to you, Atik, is that how good a batter are you? Based on that, we'll evaluate whether we can count on your word or not. Heaved across the line. Will just be a single. At the moment, the things have just not worked out for Fujairah. The required run rate, look at that. It's already surpassed 26. With just around 4 overs left.
Well, I think you just have to say that the game's already done and dusted at this stage. Yes, I know 26.45 mathematically still possible, but with the kind of quality that the Emirates Blues have in their bowling attack, it's perhaps already a done deal as far as the Emirates Blues are concerned. But what a magnificent performance this has been. Emirates Blues, it's certainly been a cynical one, batted beautifully, posted a score of in excess of 120 plus. There we go, that slower ball once again, Uzair Khan. And very surprising that he was not brought in to bowl early on. Yes, they've picked up 7 wickets, but he's somebody who can also make things extremely tight for the top order as well.
At the moment, I think Fujairah has already given up on this game. They're just looking to get through the proceedings. Tong straight to deep mid wicket for a single.
Well, Pranav, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Yes, we've had a very good discussion yesterday with regards to the final 4. What's the table standing like now?
Dubai is at number 1. I think Blues and Sharjah are going to be finishing 2nd and 3rd. And the question is all about number 4. And that is going to be between Ajman and Abu Dhabi. It's as simple and as clear as that. 7 overs done, 33 for the loss of 7. Big shot. No chance whatsoever for long on. It will be a maximum. They've been very much dry, and that's where the 6 from Zahid will get some respectability back in the chase.
Well, it's okay if you lose a game, isn't it, Uzair Khan? But especially a bowler like Uzair Khan, very difficult to get him out. But when a spinner comes in, someone like Ahmed Tariq, who's more of a part-timer, you can try and go after. But 31 runs and over, well, I don't even think about it like Yuvraj Singh, who's hit 6 sixes on an international stage. Can do that, get 88 runs. But hello, Zaid Ali, he's already got a couple, 2 sixes in 2 deliveries. Well, can he get 3 more here just to be abreast of that required rate?
First and foremost, almost around 18 deliveries remaining in this contest. And that's where this pair has an opportunity to get their personal scores. And each of that personal scores will add to the team scores as well. Into the second tier, Ahmed Tariq conceding a second maximum of the over. Samir Chand not able to tonk it around. He loves to go against the spin. Ahmed Tariq is going to be bowling sharp arm balls, just like that. Lot of height, wide of the fielder at long on, so just a single. "14 runs of this over." What do you make of it, Atiq? Can they get to 70, 80?
Well, they need something, isn't it? They don't want to get humiliated, but when wickets have been taken in regular intervals, well, you certainly can kiss your hopes goodbye. Another one bites the dust, and it is Zaid Ali who scored the 2 terrific sixes early on in the over. Gets caught in the deep. A very, very good catch there by Usaid Amin. Zaid Ali, well, he departs for 19. 47 now for 8. Well, that's a beautiful delivery. Usaid Amin, after taking that catch, has been brought straight away into the attack. Samir Chand, 10 of 9. Well, that's a lusty blow. Down the ground, and he's cleared the field with ease. The fielder, well, he needed to be at least another couple of feet taller. The 50 comes up for Fujairah, and it's been a long time coming. Very, very good strike there by Samir Chand. White ball. It's been a terrific performance, the men in blue. Well, down the leg side, so I mean, I'm not exactly sure why he needs to panic at this stage. The game is beyond the reach of the opposition. Just get through the overs. Another wide. 3 consecutive wides here for Usaid Amin. Well, this is in the air. And once again, getting a bit of a finger there. That was Uzair Khan at long on. Pushing it over the boundary. Look at that again. Full extension. A very good effort there by Uzair Khan. Single down to mid wicket on that occasion. Two balls remaining in the over. Usaid Amin gone for 16 of these overs so far. Oh, good delivery. Asking the question. Umpire remains unfazed. Beautiful flight. Look at that. That is a off-spinner's dream. In the air. Typical tail end shot there by Umar Faizer. Nine overs done, 64 for 8 with 1 over to play. Well, that's blasted through the offside. Single towards sweeper cover. So Saurav Jangra entrusted to bowl the last over of the innings. Can Fujairah get another 15-20 runs here just to save some face and reduce that margin of defeat? down the leg side. Have to rebowl that again. Well, nicely hit down the ground. Samir Chand. Well, he's got a bit of a cameo going now. 24 of 13 deliveries for him. Well, this is going to be a very, very big victory here for Emirates Blues. Well, they've certainly been the underdogs, and they've certainly performed like champions already in spot 2 on the table. And there we go. Another wicket falls. Wicket number 9 down for Team Fujairah now. Umar Faisal, he departs without troubling the score as much. Another very, very good delivery. Good length. Batter trying to just go after the bowling. 67 now for 9. That's a massive margin of victory. All out inside the last ball of the innings. 68 is all what Fujairah have managed to get. A huge congratulations to the Blues. They've been terrific throughout this Emirates D10 2026. And what a campaign they've had here. Certainly one of the hot favourites for that title. If there's any team that can certainly give a good run for the money for a team like Dubai as well, who's right at the top of the table, you certainly can count the Emirates Blues in. Well, this is the batting scorecard. Well, nothing much to speak about, isn't it? Look at the top order, certainly looking like a 4 number. Nurullah Ayubi, the main batter, scored a lot of runs out first ball. And then right there, some late resistance from Zahid Ali, 19 of 15, and Samir Chand, 24 of 15, were the only notable contributors. For the ball, well, it's been a brilliant day. Look at those Tahir Zaman's figures. 1 over, 2 runs and a wicket. And also Awais Ali, Shah and Ahmed Tariq also picking up a wicket apiece. But the pick of the bowlers was Shahbaz Ali, once again showing his class. 2 wickets, 2 runs in 1 over. They've been absolutely magnificent. Well, let's have a look at the highlights. Well, that's how the wickets began to tumble. Shahbaz Ali picking up 2 wickets off the very first over. riding the dent early on. Well, runs were certainly coming thick and fast. Beg your pardon, wickets were coming thick and fast here for Emirates Blues. That was a brilliant piece of fielding. One stump to aim at, throwing the stumps down. Well, and this leg spinner, well, he wasn't here talent. Brilliant piece of wicket keeping as well. Couple of stumpings to go with. Ground fielding was absolutely brilliant. Right there towards the end, wickets kept tumbling, and that was the last one. Castling him. Game done and dusted. Set and match. Emirates Blues pick up another 2 more points. So let's now have a look at the match summary. Emirates Blues batting first, scoring 126 for 4. A very good knock there by Aftab Alam and Tanish Suri, 46 and 30 respectively, with Naseem picking up 3 for 26. Response Fujairah all out for 68 on the board, with Blues winning by 58 runs. Well, let's now, without wasting further time, let's go straight out where Rizwan Rahman is with the Man of the Match award.
Welcome to the post-match presentation played between Emirates Blues and Fujairah. Emirates Blues opting to bat first. They scored 126. Well, it was once again pyrotechnics on display from the blade of Aftab Alam, who went on to score 46 of just 18 deliveries. Well, it's time to award the player of the match, and it will be our honourable match referee, Mr. Shiju Sam, who will be honouring the player of the match award, and it goes to Aftab Alam for his incredible batting performances. 46 of 18. 4 maximums and 2 boundaries to his name. Congratulations, well done finding the mojo at the right time.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, I was scoring a little bit down the other 2023. Today I got opportunity, so I made 46 of 18.
What was the surface like when you went out to bat?
Yeah, the surface was a little bit stucky, but with the time it becomes good for the batting. So it was a little bit stucky, but after a few years, it good for batting.
You qualified for the semi-finals. Do you have a preference to whom you would like to play against in the semi-finals?
Yeah, whomever comes in the semi-final, we like to face a good team. So no worries, it is Sharjah or Dubai or Ajman. So we will go and we will win, inshallah.
Good luck. Give us a good game for the semi-finals.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, that was Aftab Alam, the player of the match. That's all we have from the post-match presentation.